Welcome to the Mac and Cheese Show.
I can't fucking see in that light.
With Mason and Luke.
How's it going, everybody?
Mason, how are you doing?
I just worked a 7-hour shift. Serving,
7-hour shift.
I slept for about 6 hours last night, so I'm pretty tired.
You're pretty tired, yeah.
I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. It's 1 a.m.
It is pretty late. It is Wednesday. We have to upload this in almost 36 hours.
Yeah, if that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal right now, yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You got nothing else to say? Well, I guess I'm doing great as well. I mean, I've been grinding these summer classes. I'm ready to just get on to finals and have a nice month off. Just hang out with you and the boys once our friends move back into the houses on campus. Sure. We're still on campus, by the way, for anyone who's not a university student during COVID. I am. You're pretty damn close.
I'm close to campus, but I just moved into my own house, so that's been really fun. I actually just moved, what has it been, a month ago now?
It was about a month ago, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of crazy. Makes me feel like an adult, for sure.
Worst part of moving? What was it?
Worst part of moving?
I was gonna say either
the $90 that I had to spend on the U-Haul, but it was kind of worth it because driving totally the U-Haul was fun. We got actually how we got to start this podcast is we got this couch. Yeah, this couch we're sitting on. The U-Haul. We were driving the U-Haul here. We unloaded all this stuff, and then we had to drive the U-Haul back to like the rental place. And then we spotted it, and like just off in the distance there was like 3 or 4 couches sitting in someone's front yard, like all in one person's yard, which first of all, don't know why you'd get rid of 4 couches at the same time. Yeah, that's ridiculous. There's also like a ping pong table and an air hockey table, like either both their children just left for college. They said fuck it, we're getting a weird ass basement now, or all of their stuff was infested with like termites or something. Oh yeah, and that's where we're sitting right now. So it's been good so far. Yeah, it's been damn good. We've cleaned it. We've gotten a good purpose out of it. We've both taken a nap on it. I sit on it all the time. I'm here all the time. This is like a legendary spot right here. Yeah, it's great, especially with this garage door open. I know our viewers can't see it. They can't see it. The garage door is closed for people listening and viewing. But yeah, no, I guess that's kind of how the podcast came about. We had like a cool little spot, and we were just hanging out here one night, and we're just like, dang, what if we started a podcast? Podcast would be cool. Luke came up with the name Mac and Cheese. First it was our mac and cheese, so like providing our ideas into the world to somewhere that can be listened and not just forgotten in our memories. But the Mac and Cheese Show is what it evolved into, and that's sort of like an idea that I came up with, sort of being a show to let the listeners experience like the news that's happening right now, what's happening with people our age, and then also some good food. Yeah, I'm ready because since it's called the Mac and Cheese Show, like obviously we have to incorporate mac and cheese a little bit. We'll get to that later, I think. Should we get to that later? Yeah, we can continue on with sort of like, how did we get here, you and me? Like, yeah, where did our friendship start? I've known you since high school. We both went to the same high school together. Yeah, that's a good intro. I mean, as a background. So I guess when was it? Freshman? Did we meet freshman or sophomore year of high school? I think we knew of each other freshman year of high school because I was still getting adjusted to the whole moving here from a different state about 2 days before freshman year started. It was sophomore year when I first got your number though. Was it? Because what year did we have English together? We had English together twice. It was 3 times. No. Oh, yes. Three times. No, because Miss Lamb got replaced by Miss... I had Lamb 1 year, and then I had Lamb replaced by Goodlow. And then I had Hill. I took an AP. You didn't. We had it twice. We had it sophomore year together, then we became friends all of junior year, and then senior year we had English and PAF together. Yeah, you're right. That is right. So we spent a lot of time in school together and just being absolute tools as teenage boys do. Well, in the way that, dude, it's so funny. Like, I literally didn't know you at all. And then I remember there was one day in the cafeteria, like, I, like, walked past you and the people you were sitting with and, like, I don't even. I remember being like barely knowing your name, and you just like gave me your phone number and like put the 21 Pilots logo next to my name.
I think it's still there to this day. I believe so. If I check myself.
That is great to hear.
But dude, I was just like, I honestly just remember this. I really wanted to be your friend.
Oh yeah.
On God.
No, yeah. I was like, I like had no idea who you were pretty much.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is still the same name Mason has had in my phone for these past 7 years, going on to 7. Is that how that works?
I have no idea. You're way better at math than I am.
That's true. That's not like a bash at you. It's just that's my major.
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year, I got your number.
So, sophomore, junior, senior, freshman, sophomore, junior. 6 years.
6 years.
About 6 years.
It's late. I've been up for a while. I think it's time
you're
to
supposed to be the math major, motherfucker.
Hey, hold up. I'm an engineer. I do calculations. I don't just do math. I think that's what I should say if anyone ever sees.
Did you just say I do calculations?
Yes, I do calculations. Calculators do math. I do the calculations.
Is that not considered mathematics?
Can we just get into the mac and cheese? Because you're right. And that's why I want to end this conversation. I know you're right, and I just want to get into some mac and cheese.
There's nothing wrong with admitting to defeat.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. It's the step 1 to being a better person, I think. I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that. It's
So you're choosing not to be a better person?
I'm choosing to be a better person. I accepted defeat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I said
so we're moving on to mac and cheese?
Yeah, I'm saying we get into mac and cheese.
All right.
This is a non-sponsored part of the show.
Sponsor us Kraft.
Or Velveeta. You both can sponsor us. We'll take anyone's with a mac and cheese sponsored. Even if it's like Cheetos comes out with a mac and cheese brand, probably would be kind of gas. Not gonna lie. Cheetos based mac and cheese. Like imagine just spicy Cheetos mac and cheese.
Negative.
Okay. Well, today I don't know if it's been stated yet, but
actually that might actually be kind of good.
Exactly. Oh,
now that I think about it.
There's a fucking bug in my mac and cheese.
Good. It's extra protein. Like a big one.
No, it's a gnat.
Oh yay! Yeah, extra protein.
Tonight is not sponsored by Velveeta. 3.5 minute instant mac and cheese. Velveeta. Extra cheesy. Not a sponsor. Alright. How are we going to rate this mac and cheese? Like, what is the definition of a perfect mac and cheese?
What is the definition of a perfect mac and cheese?
Mm-hmm.
That's difficult to say. There's a lot of qualities of good mac and cheese, and there's also different kinds of mac and cheese. There's like mac and cheese that you make at home. There's like boxed mac and cheese.
There's baked mac and cheese.
There's
fried mac and cheese.
There's a lot of different types of mac and cheese, and you can like put mac and cheese on things too. Like the place I work has mac and cheese on the tacos, and like I make the most delicious mac and cheese, grilled cheese in the world. So, mac and cheese, versatile.
Josie, if you are listening, you know what I would say right now, but I do not want to say it on the first podcast.
All right, bet. Anyways.
We'll bring that up later about how your grilled cheese lost.
Oh, jeez. Not even a story we're going to get into. But, so we were thinking we were going to review a different type of mac and cheese every couple of weeks or something like that. We're not sure what our schedule is going to be for releasing these podcasts.
We're just a bunch of college kids making a podcast. Eating some mac.
Yeah, at 1 in the morning.
On a Wednesday
night.
Why did
we decide to do our first one at 1 in the morning?
It wasn't your decision. It wasn't my decision. It was your work's decision. I was ready to do this at 11.
I told you I was going to be off at midnight.
Yeah, you didn't say that. You said 11:30.
Go. I checked the receipts. We're checking the receipts right now. I told you I would be off.
I paid in cash. I'm sorry.
You paid in cash. Okay. All right. Well, you're actually right.
Holy shit!
I said it's gonna be late. No, I told you 11:30 when you came though.
You did tell me.
And it was only 20 minutes after that, so.
Felt a lot longer. Sorry.
So, anyways, every so often we're going to review different types of mac and cheese. Luke started us off with the Velveeta, 3.5 minutes, microwave.
$1 special at local Kroger's. They will not be giving you change back though. I saw that on the news today. Kroger will not be giving guests change. Like, you have to pay either an exact change or you will lose money if you pay cash because they don't want the spread of COVID. Like, that's crazy.
That is pretty interesting. I've heard of places doing that.
I've heard of like local places doing it, but like a big grocery store business in our area.
Right. No, I've seen. I think that might have been what I heard then. I think. Who else is doing that? Like the gas station or something like that.
Gas stations are sort of doing it. Yeah. I guess going off of COVID news, what do you think of the people who are not wearing masks? The no mask activists, or what the anti-mask activist? The AMA. I don't think that's the correct
I don't know if that's
analogy
the
for
thing.
them, but
You knocked over my fucking mac and cheese.
whoa, dude, it's just one noodle. You're fine. Never mind. You have a lot left. Continue. AMA.
I have mixed opinions about it, honestly. I've talked to people in person who are on both sides of the spectrum of opinion when it comes to wearing masks and being not necessarily just wearing masks, but being required to wear masks. And I see both sides for sure, but I feel like so one side of the argument is that you should wear a mask. It's your like duty as an American citizen to like protect yourself and others from a pandemic by doing something extremely simple.
Correct.
Like wearing a mask, which unless you have a lung disease like COPD or something like that, like there's very few things that prevent a person from being able to wear a mask. If you have like severe like anxiety or PTSD or something like that, but like there's like few things that would truly be able to prevent someone from wearing a mask. So it's not a hard thing to do. You should wear a mask. But on the other side of the argument,
That's what I'm here for right now.
yeah, the other side of the argument, it's hard to justify being able to. It's also like people's constitutional right to like not have to be required to wear a certain type of clothing, like that. It's like an article of clothing basically, and like people are being required to wear something like literally that covers, you know.
Could you argue then that people are required to wear bathing suits when they go swimming?
Right. That would be my argument. I've made that argument before, to where like it's just like a dress code. It's like having to wear like shoes and a shirt like when you're out like in public basically. Which is, in my opinion, is a good argument. I think that's it's just like a dress code type of thing right now for a good reason.
For a damn good reason.
But people still can argue like it's like they can't require you to do something like that because it's not like you're naked, it's your face. Like it's obviously a little different than wearing like underwear or like shoes into a public restaurant or something like that. It's clearly different. And so like the government requiring you to do that is like, it definitely is a little bit overstepping, but I feel like it's not overstepping so much that like it's a cause for like an uprise or like people to not do it necessarily. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like, and the thing is like you're welcome to not you're welcome to like walk around and not wear a mask. It's like to go into businesses, like businesses have to deny people without masks. So like that's really what it is. And like
those are the videos that are trending on Twitter and shit. Like all the people, mask people not wanting to go into a business.
Well, it's like if you have the choice not to wear a mask, a business absolutely has the choice to like not let you in there.
100%.
Their building, like they can do whatever they want with their place. But do you have any thoughts on the situation?
No, I like where you were coming from. I liked your little tangent that we got to listen to. One thing I did just want to say off of that, if there are any anti-mask activists listening to this or watching this, go ahead, DM us on our social platforms. Not hate. Let's just start a conversation. Let's sort of see where you're coming from. Maybe we can talk to you on the next podcast or talk about you on the next podcast. All of our handles on Instagram and Twitter are mac&cheese, because it's our mac&cheese. And then on Spotify and iMusic and all that, and iTunes, it's the Mac&Cheese Show with Mason and Luke. Going off of that, back to Twitter with the anti-mask activist. When Twitter ranked their search history for like the past week on the anti-mask matters, guess what state ranked third for anti-masks?
Was it Kentucky?
It was not Kentucky. Go Cards. Third. It's a little surprising, but it's not. It's down south.
Florida.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sirski.
What was first?
It didn't say. It was Washington. No, Wink News. Wiki News. I don't know. Don't trust my news sources. That one was a little rough. Okay.
My friend in Ohio is pretty anti-mask. I went to a restaurant with him and like two other people or something like that, and they like said we had to wear a mask, and so I had an extra one. He wore that one, but then we went to a restaurant again, and they made us wear a mask inside too, and like they literally have to say like, yeah, no, you can't come in unless you're wearing a mask. Sorry, it's like it's the law, and so he walked in there. I had like an extra for one other person. And then the other person had one, and he still didn't have one. So he took a hat, like a snow hat that was sitting in my car, and just like held it over his face while we were walking to our table and stuff. That's because he just like, I don't know. He feels very strongly that
you shouldn't have to wear a mask.
You know, I get it. Like, you don't have to, but.
You definitely should at some point.
In my opinion, the best way to go about it is you require businesses to require their patrons to wear masks, but those businesses should be required to provide masks for people, like just like cheap, like medical masks. Most people have masks anyways, but 100%. Like if you go through a couple boxes a day, like that's not that much. That's not bad.
Not terrible.
I don't know. They might run out. We might go on a shortage like we did with hand sanitizer.
That was honestly crazy. I never thought I would see the day. Have I told you my theory about this?
About the hand sanitizer?
About hand sanitizer and why it blew up.
No.
Not hand sanitizer, but toilet paper.
Oh, the toilet paper.
The toilet paper with the hand sanitizer. You want to know why I think this absolutely blew out of nowhere?
Hit me.
So when all this started happening back, what was it? Like early March 2020? When it came,
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was around March.
Yeah,
it was March.
Thank you. Fuck. Where was I going? I'm so tired.
I have no idea.
Oh, this is gonna be a terrible segment.
We can cut it. No, we're not cutting it, motherfuckers.
Oh, it was. Oh, that's right. Toilet paper. So the first video I saw. God, that was terrible. I'm so embarrassed. I'm cutting that 100%.
Nope.
Toilet papers. The motherfuckers were going into Costco, right? And they saw the hand sanitizer right in the beginning. It's the mass waves that used to hit the stores like right away. Poor dude's going through. He's like, hand sanitizer. Like, oh shit, look, it's actually a good deal on toilet paper today. I'm gonna get a rack. And then everyone starts freaking the fuck out because it's all Costco people. And Costco people are batshit.
Yeah, crazy.
Like
I'm a Costco people.
I'm a Costco person. I love Costco. I know I'm batshit.
Me and Logan have a membership.
Dude, he literally spent $200 the first day he went there.
I 100% believe that.
Fuck, he's yoked.
Dude, he eats
so much.
6 meals a day. And when I say meals, that's like a full chicken breast, a full serving of rice, a full serving of like vegetables.
That's crazy. Like I eat a full serving of rice and I feel sick.
And works out at like he gets up at 4 a.m, like every single day to go work out. And he lifts. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. This dude is a machine.
Yoked. All right.
He's playing at U of L though, so
Yeah,
shout out to Logan
he is.
Beard. Watch out for him. Probably not this year, but next year at U of L.
Next year.
Midland Field.
Watch out for us at U of L tailgates.
Yeah, look for us in the first row.
Of every baseball
Probably
game.
we'll be 21 by then.
Say that.
We'll be 21.
We'll be 21. Okay.
We'll be 21 by the time he's
Drinking
playing.
aggressively a little bit.
Yeah, well, by the time he's playing.
Yes.
So we'll be
Of the legal
we'll
drinking
be
age.
his biggest fans, and we'll also be very embarrassing for him. So, Logan,
100%.
if you're listening, you're welcome.
I'm
I hope
sorry.
you're not listening.
Sorry, Mom, if that was a little too much.
Yeah, Mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry for this whole thing.
Last news story I want to go into, then we can go off your CIA and call it a day. What time did we start? We started at 1. Okay, 1:30. Yeah, we're doing great. 30 minutes.
That's not too bad for
That's
an
not
intro
too great
podcast.
at all. All right. The last story I wanted to go over. This one hits a little hard. This one made me cry today when I saw it. Like, oh
Really?
God, it made me fucking cry. Not like full cry, but shed at least a couple of tears.
Okay, hit me.
All right. So I'm gonna set it up real quick. When you were, let's say, from like range 2nd grade to 5th grade, what was one of the best shows on Discovery Channel?
Man versus Wild.
Okay. What was the second best show on Discovery Channel?
I really didn't watch Discovery Channel. This is not.
You're telling me you didn't watch Mythbusters?
Oh, was Mythbusters on there?
Yeah, Mythbusters was on Discovery Channel.
Okay, what? What?
Yes.
Okay, well, I watched Mythbusters.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yes, I watched Mythbusters.
Okay.
I've watched probably close to every episode.
All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah, hit me.
Grant and Mahara passed away July 13th this year.
No way.
At 49 years old, I believe. Correct
49?
me if I'm wrong. 40,
The Asian dude?
The Asian dude, yes.
Holy shit. From what, like, from coronavirus or something?
No.
I doubt it.
No. It was brain aneurysm.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Was he going hard in the paint on a myth bust?
I guess. Dude, that show's been like off the air for like 3 years now.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Damn, dude, that's crazy.
He was born 1970, so at 50 years? Yeah, 50 years.
That's wild. Rest in peace to
Grant and Mahara.
Yeah, for real.
That-
Mythbusters.
Blessings and best wishes to their family. I mean,
For real.
we feel your pain. We watch this man.
Yeah. A lot of people like this guy. He's crazy.
This is that just hits me so hard because that was a figure I watched
Right.
as a child. Like that was like
That's weird.
my mom. I don't think my mom watched Jackass, but I'm sure my stepdad did. If my stepdad like his Steve-O,
Yeah.
like that was the guy we watched to like sort of develop
Right,
that
yeah.
show we kept holding on to forever.
Yeah, when Bam from Jackass died, that was crazy.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of celebrity deaths that really, like, get to me, but...
Robin Williams got to me.
Robin Williams, Avicii really did for me.
Avicii got to you
That was
really
the biggest
bad.
one for me, I think.
I remember that. You were
I posted about him. Like, that's the only time I've posted about something like that.
I
Just
was.
'cause dude, Avicii, like, got me into music, kind of.
100%.
A little bit. Like, that's, like, I don't know. It's crazy. Especially when he was, like, in his 30s or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's just wild. It's crazy how emotional you can get, like, with someone you literally never met. Like, I just listened to his
You just
music.
listened to his music.
And I felt like an emotional reaction when he moved on to the next dimension.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It is weird. It's a weird world we live in. I mean, I don't know. Strange. I'm glad that was a good story though.
Thank you.
This incense is perfectly timed for
It
our
was
first
beautiful.
show.
I think we have one more part, and that's I gotta.
Yeah,
So you made a couple of TikToks. We both have made a couple TikToks. You made a series on CIA files.
yeah.
Can I hear about that again? Because I really didn't watch the TikToks. I'm sorry.
It's pretty crazy actually. So if you've never heard of it, the CIA on their website, literally, I was just up late talking about or not talking about anything. I was up late looking at the CIA's website just because I was up late and tired, I suppose. And I found this page called the FOIA archive, the Freedom of Information Act. And the Freedom of Information Act was like this thing passed in the early 2000s where like I don't totally understand it, but they basically had to like release a bunch of previously classified documents. And so there's like all sorts of crazy stuff on there. Like if you know anything about MK Ultra, have you heard of that?
You've told me about it.
There's like countless documents on MK Ultra. I would definitely look into that. It's some crazy stuff. I did a TikTok on that one. And there's also some other like unbelievable, like there was one I saw that was about this Russian guy who like had psychic healing powers or something, and he would just like heal people with his hands or something like that. Like Jesus?
You're telling me there was a Russian Jesus?
Well, there are like people that have had some crazy powers I've heard about, but that's a whole other conversation.
Russian Jesus.
But and then there was like another one where like they basically had these people. This was a whole program. Like they taught a lot of people to do this, and they were doing it with the intent of like spying on like other countries and stuff like that. And it was like they would basically train people to be like expert meditators. That's kind of the best way to put it. Like not really that, but they were like training them to have like a really like stable and mindful like headspace kind of, and they would like they had a whole training program set up for it. And I think you can like find it online, the whole program training thing for it. And like they would it's called I forget what they called it, like psychic something. But basically they would like the way they tested it is that they had two guys like on a different side of the country, and they were like doing whatever this meditating thing, and then there was a probe like going over Jupiter that was going to pass by like a few weeks later after this, and the two guys, they like did this meditating thing and then wrote down what they saw. Like they get like visions when they do this, and it was like a description of Jupiter, like, and both of these dudes' descriptions were like almost exactly the same. And then like if you look at the pictures that NASA released like a few months after this all happened, like they're like
on point.
It's like on point, like what they were like describing and stuff. It's crazy stuff.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, like I mean that literally all that stuff sounds like it would come out of a movie.
Because like we can just look up on our phones like, oh,
yeah, right, yeah, and
so
the like classified
like, knowledge is
literally
documents. Everywhere.
Right, yeah, you can just find that stuff on the internet. Like there's all sorts of stuff on like brainwashing and like teleporting, like crazy.
There's just something
stuff
out there you just don't know.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's stuff about aliens on there.
100%.
The Pentagon released videos of aliens.
I saw those. Yeah, right? I saw those.
Crazy, and it's crazy that people like didn't even say like shit about that. Really, like people didn't really pay attention to it that much, which like just shows how crazy.
It was during Corona, dude. It was the perfect time to release it. It was like April.
And like if you watch those videos, those are videos of UFOs. Like that's exactly what people like have like it fits the conspiracy UFO exactly.
And it's coming directly from them.
And it's a video from the Pentagon.
Yes.
Joe Rogan did an interview with one of the pilots that took one of those videos, and he was like, yeah, it was just like darting around. It looked like someone like had a laser pointer like shined at the lights and was moving it around.
That's absolutely
That's how
crazy.
he described the way it moved.
Oh my god. I couldn't handle myself if I ever saw a UFO.
Can you imagine that? Just like flying like 700 miles an hour in a jet, like a fighter jet, and then you just see this little thing go like zipping around next to you. You're
way
like, what
faster
the fuck?
than you. Like,
well, in one of the videos, I don't know if it was the same like pilot or whatever, but like in the audio of the video, you can hear him say like, "There's a whole fleet of them." Like there's like he was like saying that there was a bunch. It's crazy.
Jesus.
That stuff blows my mind. Like I bet
100%.
Like, aliens are gonna be a thing in the next 10 years.
Definitely, 110%.
Aliens and telekinesis, according to Elon Musk.
According to Elon.
we'll see how that all pans out, though.
See how it all pans out. With that, I think we've come to the end of episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty decent episode.
Thanks for joining us on our adventure of what this podcast is about to be. Some mac and cheese and some good stories. Some good news.
Sure. Yeah. We're just going to try to have fun for the most part. Just kind of document where we're at in life, where the world's at, sort of.
The world's at, 100%.
Hope to put a good message across and hope to entertain. If there's anything you guys want to hear about or any segments you want to see or if you want to hear from us, let us know.
All the
You're
handles.
Probably the only one listening as of this point, but
welcome to the journey.
Welcome to the journey.
All our handles are R mac and cheese. That's OUR mac and cheese, and is spelled out on the Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well. YouTube, it might be the Mac and Cheese Show, but Spotify and iTunes. Make sure to check back here every Thursday for a new podcast and every Friday for a new video. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. This is Luke.
It's cheesy time.
It's cheesy time.
Probably. We can't.
I don't think we can do that. That's probably copyrighted.
It's cheesy time.
Definitely someone in the superhero business with all that copyrighted. Superhero business, like comic books? 100%. The Mac and Cheese Show is created by Luke Botica and Mason Green. Music provided by RFM on YouTube. Music made by Sugiwa and Rexlambo. Not sponsored by Velveeta Mac and Cheese.